is going on, everybody? It's your boy D, Stuttering Prophet, and welcome back to another episode of Damn, Where Was I? That is one in the bucket. Fuck you, Boston. All right.
What do you
say? How we feeling?
I got my jersey on today. I feel great. I wore this jersey out today. Mind you, this is a Wes Welker jersey.
Damn,
to let you know how old this is for real.
Throwback.
The amount of dirty looks that I got today. Prophet, I walked into the store.
Yeah, question, why do you have on glasses?
Huh?
Why do you have on glasses? Who do you think you are?
I'm gangster.
You want to be a bad bitch so bad.
Want to be. Want to be.
Man, stop it. Hey, yo, let's start it off like this. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. Please, yo, y'all listening, go to YouTube. Please look at Boston right now. Like, what is wrong with her?
I got a ring light and I don't know how to act.
What was I saying?
I'm an influencer.
You wish.
I'm an influencer.
No,
I influence.
Influenza. That's what you have.
I have vaccines for that.
What was I saying?
I'm gonna be so honest with you. Speaking of vaccines, it's not that I don't believe RFK is not qualified because
he's not. No.
I was about to say no. I do believe he's unqualified. But it's just like the honest.
I read something.
Get advice from a nigga that sound like that.
I read something, and this nigga was talking about he's gonna fire everybody and hire his own staff. Sir, just because you want to hire your own staff doesn't mean they're qualified. That's not how this works.
That's how you got your job,
bro. Bro, that's not how this works. I mean, don't get me wrong. That is how he got his job. That's the thing. Donald Trump, he put on his posse. He was like, I got you. I don't care if you don't know.
Put on his
question, Boston, is it true how they just hired a 21-year-old who, on his resume, he's a baggage handler from doing groceries? Why is he working for the U.S. government?
What do you mean?
Huh?
So, first of all, I'm going to be honest with you. That literally is me when I be applying to jobs on LinkedIn. If I see one click apply,
man, the one click apply.
The worst you could do is say no.
Bro.
Like, do I have any experience as an orthopedic surgeon? No.
Goodbye.
But it was on LinkedIn.
You're like that guy who said, I applied for this job as like a data connector. I don't know what I'm doing here, man.
Or that meme when that dude's at the thing where he's just like,
yeah, him. He said, so day 17, still don't know what I'm doing.
Bro, honestly, no bullshit. I forgot what this podcast was all about.
Yeah, I was like, you just bucket.
Nobody heard that. Y'all didn't hear that. Matter of fact, look right here.
Try to go Men in Black them.
I feel like that's literally what's happening in our country right now. Donald Trump tweeted talking about the hotel industry is suffering right now. I bet they are.
No one wants to come here. No one wants to, bro. Sorry. Can we talk about Donald Trump right now? Him and Elon were fighting. The girls were fighting.
They were not fighting. Y'all have never seen a breakup go public.
Bro,
I'm gonna be honest with you. The worst thing that man could have ever done was bring up the Epstein files.
Bro, let me tell you, I know how it happened because I said it before. Elon is our real president. He did something for Donald to get him into the office. Elon was like, hey, I need this and this to happen. Donald was like, yo, I can't do that. Elon was like, I don't care what you can do. Here's what you're going to do. And Donald was like, right. No, I'm not going to do that. And Elon was like, the fuck, bucket. And and they went back and forth. And Donald was like, yo, actually, I'm still the president. Get out of here.
Nothing is better when Elon came to the White House with that black eye. And Elon came to us like a domestic abuse survivor and was like,
Cause
I
Donald
fell.
pimp slapped him. That's what it
He said,
was.
you talking about, oh, my toddler hit me in the face.
That toddler got a heavy ass hand.
I said, well, damn, your toddler got the hell of a right hook.
That's man.
To leave bruising like that, Elon. But then it finally came out that he got into it with somebody within the cabinet.
Which is crazy.
Hilarious. It's hilarious, actually.
It didn't happen on camera, so that happened after camera. He said something. He said, "No, F Donald. I'm still the president."
No, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, imagine that. Like, you're.
Who do you think has more power, though, him or Donald?
Power to me is relative. It's just like, I mean, it doesn't matter because I don't think. My whole thing is, I feel like Donald Trump is freestyling because I don't think he expected to get this far. And like ATP, do what you want to do, boo game,
bro. I mean, but at the same time, it's as you said, it's relative. Like just because Donald is in the president seat doesn't mean he has the power. Bro, for this man, Elon, to have no political background and to be sitting right behind the president, arms folded, with a t-shirt on, sir, how do you get there? You have to have some sort of power to go and get his fellow South Africans into the country. Yo, imagine going to South Africa and was like, no, I got y'all.
And nobody finds that weird that a South African is best friends with the president and all of a sudden we giving visas to South Africans.
Above that, we're giving visas to South Africans while we're kicking out other immigrants. Like in the beginning, I was all for any immigrant who was it had to go on two things: one, illegal, and two, committed a crime. Hey, you have.
So that was the whole thing. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what this lady is. I think she's the defense secretary. I don't know what the bluck she does for the country. I don't know. Like, it's just like she was talking and she's just like, oh, well, with the reason why ICE is raiding all these things, we've gotten rid of rapists and terrorists. And I said, and also a mother of 6 kids that are all U.S. citizens. And, you know, a lot of the industries in which we get our food every single day.
And it's sad because, like, I'm going to be honest here. I get, and for those of you listening, I'm putting air quotes, I get what they're trying to do. Is anybody who's not legal here, get out. I get it. You are getting rid of people who are helping this country go around.
It's not even that. It's not even that, because what people fail to realize is that if you look at the numbers between Barack Obama's 8 years and Donald Trump's, 5-6 years that he's been in office now? Mm-hmm. Or, no, it hasn't even been a year. Right. It is the middle of the month. We've only been in here for 6 months, and it already feels like we've been here for 2 years. That's insane.
Holy smokes! Yeah, you're right. It's only been 6 months.
Obama had deported more people than Donald Trump did.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I don't think deportation is the issue that the Americans are having. I think that you guys are deporting the craziest people, like my homeboy from TikTok,
Bobby Lame, whatever his name is. Yeah.
Like, talking about, oh, you got to get out the country. When I seen that, I said, damn, he really coming for everybody.
I think the difference is, like, he's trying to shine light on things that we've been doing, but, like, sir, why are you trying to tell us? Yes, if you're not from this country, then get out. But, like, this man's like, I'm doing this. Yeah, we've been doing that for years, sir. But, like, why are you trying to go?
It's not necessarily if you're not from this country, get out, because, like, that's,
like I said,
making sense.
Like I said earlier, it made sense to most people that if you were illegal and you committed a crime.
No, it doesn't make sense. It's easier to justify when I say that we've arrested a rapist, and in the process of us arresting a rapist or a terrorist, we also arrested 100 other people, and about 60 of those other people are actual citizens but they just looked Hispanic, and then we didn't know. Because, like, I remember me and you had that conversation about when he arrested those a mother and her son and the grandmother because they were speaking Spanish in a supermarket,
Crazy.
and all three of them were American citizens, and they were all from Puerto Rico. And I don't know if you guys know, Puerto Rico is a part of the United States.
It's a U.S. territory, people. So, and it's, I remember, but like, and here's the thing where like, it's always been a thing. Because I remember in high school, we took a trip to Arizona, and they warned everybody. They were like, yo, if you look Hispanic, please bring your passport. Please bring your birth certificate. Unfortunately, especially in Arizona, there's a lot of like border patrol and everything, and they sometimes people who look Hispanic, they will stop you and be like, hey, where are your papers? So it's been happening for a long time, which is why I'm like, sir, why are you trying to take credit over something that's been happening here before? That's nothing new. You just gave them more power and so oh Boston, on top of that, the whole losing jobs and like the budget cuts, the Doge, what Elon is. You do know in the 6 months he's here, they've already went over the yearly budget.
Oh, already went over the yearly budget. We just started June like 3 seconds ago.
Bro.
At this point, and then for Elon to be on Twitter talking about, and I helped you win the election, and you win, and you win the Epstein files, and this bill stupid, and
tell me you hurt, bro. Tell me you hurt. My man's feelings are hurt, okay? My man's feelings are hurt. No, the funniest part was at the end where he was like, hey, I overreacted last week. I said some things.
Was that true?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not on Twitter like that.
Hold on, let me go. Because I did see that, and have you been seeing the AI videos?
They're getting good. It's getting
scary. I watched an AI video where it was like, it was a hurricane. It was like, guys, this is completely fake.
Right?
And I was just like,
they're getting good and they're getting scary.
If I was 80 years old, I would throw my phone into the river.
They're getting, I'm not going to lie. And for those of you who are listening, I'm sorry. I kind of wish there was another COVID. Like, I just want to lock myself up, go to a spot where there's a pond, I fish, I just might have a couple of chickens. Man, I'm chilling. Like, this whole AI is like, have we not watched iRobot? Have we not watched?
I see, and I said that earlier. You talk about very fun. I'm not fucking joking.
We don't get it.
No,
I'm done with this, bro.
I don't think that Elon apology was true.
No. Damn, I thought it was true.
No, it's not. You think Elon about to apologize to that nigga?
I mean, because he was going off the wall.
That's not off the wall.
Boston. He said he is on the Epstein. That's why it's not released. That's a wild thing to say.
This man is not a natural born citizen to the United States and does not hold any political office. He is a regular U.S. citizen. Therefore, henceforth,
is he actually a citizen now?
Ooh.
Right?
Anyway, either way, henceforth, and accordingly, he is a regular person on the internet. So therefore, he gets to say whatever he wants on the internet, like the rest of us. I could tweet the same thing.
Do you know what's even worse? This man owns Twitter. If he wants to, he can make his tweet the #1 trending tweet.
Yeah, I don't think that is. I don't think the apology is true.
I mean, I saw it, but I didn't believe it. Like, they deactivated Trump's Twitter, and I was like, that's petty.
Oh no.
It's true?
I regret some of my posts about President Donald Trump last week. They went too far.
If you hurt, just say. I'm telling you, they had
if you're hurt, if you're hurt, my man's getting his behind whooped right now.
Boston, I'm telling you, they had Elon wanted something. Donald said no, and Elon was like, you know what? Watch this. Watch this.
Here's my thing: is he said they went too far. Ooh, he said they went too far. What went too far? Because you're not confirming or denying that he's in them Epstein files, and we want to know.
Oh, he's definitely in it.
Oh no, we 100% know he's in it.
Oh, he's definitely in it.
Because here, and you want to know why? You want to know why I know he's in it? Baby, if Prince Andrews is in it, he's in it.
Oh, 100% in it.
If the queen, if the queen had to excommunicate her own kin,
sadly, it's shown in a lot of movies and TV shows. People with a lot of money and a lot of power, they get bored with like normal stuff.
That doesn't mean fuck a 14-year-old.
No. That is not at all what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But like, I'm not saying that you're saying that. I'm saying like, it's just like I understand, like, you know, your sex life may become vanilla. But never in my life have I said, let's fuck a 14-year-old.
Bro, like, and this me, you know, this is a family here. Bro, nothing ever appeals to me about having sex with them. Why? They're not good at it. But why would I want to do that?
Niggas. It's not even that. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, because you're not a woman.
Mm-hmm.
As a woman, like, candidly, men are so scary. Men are so scary. For real. Like, actually, like, men are scary. And one of the things that I think, like, again, because we hear so many stories about it, and like, guys, I know this is supposed to be like a happy podcast. It's not very happy right now, so we'll change the subject.
When was it ever a happy podcast? This is a real podcast. I'm changing the name from the damn where was I said damn, this is real podcast.
I wish you would do this, that I have to change all this shit. Anyway, I don't want to show my eyes because I didn't put mascara on today, and my eyes look so blind when I don't have mascara on. But never mind. It's just like, men are scary. That's just it. Men are scary. Men are very, very scary. And
I mean, but in the same light, Boston, I can say that women are scary.
No, you cannot say that. You hold on. You can say that women are manipulative in a way that you have never understood.
Mm-hmm.
Men are scary.
Okay, yeah. So they're different because, like, it's the whole always trust a woman thing. That is like, I definitely, you know, having a younger sister, I will always try to believe a woman. But like, I have heard situations where women lie on the.
No. No. Women, I will say one thing that I will say as a sentence: women are diabolical.
Mm-hmm.
But men are scary.
Yeah.
Men are very scary, because it's just like, to think about the I don't even want to get into it, but the guy that, I think it was Portland, who went on a date with that girl. She was mad young. You chopped her body up for what? For what? For what reason? Or like another one where, like, it's a dude in the military who was married to this lady. Married. She was 19. Chopped her body up and threw it in an incinerator because she was pregnant.
That's just crazy stuff right there. It was like, bro,
for what?
Like,
for what?
Like, bro. And that's why, like, anytime I talk to a girl and she wants to come over, like, my whole thing is trying to make her feel sad. Like, bro, I'm big on, if you don't want to do it, just let me know. I don't want it.
It's not even that, but like, one thing I'm gonna say on here, just because I feel like me and my homegirls talk about it all the time, and I feel like I always need to be the voice of reason for men. Stop inviting women over to your house.
You did say that, and I be telling that to people all the time.
And I am telling, like, I really want to pitch this to MTV because I feel like it's a great show. I want guys to nominate their friends who I feel like you tell me which one of your friends do you feel like either don't think twice or is just distracted by coochie. Because you don't even know how many times where like I'll match with the nigga on Hinge. You trying to come over? Sir, my profile's not even verified. And you're asking me to come over to your house where you live?
Bro. And like,
Where
bro,
all your
she
possessions are?
and like guys aren't privy that like, bro, she could put a sleeping pill in your drink. You're knocked out. She call her niggas, and you wake up, your apartment
It's
clean.
gone.
Your apartment's clean.
And like that's what I'm saying. And like I said that to a guy the other day because he was just like, "Oh, you can come over here," and I was like, "Are you not worried about like people?" He's like, "Oh, I'm not worried about that." I said, "You're not worried about that because I seem sweet to you." And like I want to teach a nigga a lesson, but I would go to jail for it.
Facts.
And that's why I said I feel like MTV just need to call me, like MTV
Wait,
or
question.
NBC.
Are there shows still on MTV? I've been go watch like saw that channel.
We were just talking about it the other day because really famous anchor, not anchor, but anchorish from NTV just passed away. And I
Yeah,
was
she
just
did pass
like,
away.
it's really sad because there will be no one like you.
No.
Because MTV has gotten and like even BET has gotten so far from
I mean,
what they used to be.
Boston, we were talking about the other day. We're like, it was the BET show, BET Awards. Unfortunately, stuff like that isn't gaining enough of traction because there's so much streaming right now that people aren't watching normal TV. That's why. Do you remember? So we talked about with the.
That's not true. That's not true.
You don't
That's
think so?
not true at all. No, because and I told you a great and we'll talk about this today. And Dan, what are we watching? Because you're talking about this normal TV. A great example of that is Love Island. There is normal TV. You have to make the TV worth watching.
Wait, hold on. What is Love Island on?
Peacock.
Streaming. That's
Okay.
streaming. Exactly. Streaming.
I was about to say no, it's not, but Love Island does not premiere anywhere.
When I'm saying TV, I'm talking about CVS, BET, MTV, ABC. Those are our actual TV channels.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Unfortunately, so like those shows, those networks got to get stuff like somebody said Love Island. Love Island has to be on one of those actual networks. Those networks aren't doing anymore. It's streaming.
Right.
Unfortunately. But damn, what were we talking about before?
I don't even like. I usually always know. I don't even know right now.
Right? But what do I want to talk to you? Oh, I know what I want to talk to you about, Boston. How many times have I told you I want to go to Japan? I want to go to China, right? I want to go to Asia. I love Asian food is some of my favorite food. Like Japan, I love sushi. I love ramen. I take it back. I take it back.
What do you mean?
I'll go to Japan. I just won't go to China. These Chinese people have lost their goddamn mind.
What do you
mean? They brought a virus from space back to Earth. What is wrong with y'all? Have we not seen movies like we?
What have me and you already spoken about in private?
Mm-hmm.
The world about to end, y'all. Just live it up. Just live it up.
No, they said they can make us live forever by 2050.
And we talked about that on last episode where you're talking about, oh, Japan has made universal blood. Y'all go ahead and fuck around and find out. Go ahead.
Oh no.
Universal blood.
No, they said living forever, not universal blood. So, but here's the thing with what I want to say about living forever. It's in transferring consciousness, you got to think about it. And so, and like, you know me, I've thought about this a lot. In transferring consciousness, you're transferring your consciousness into something else. So yes, your thoughts are in another spot, but you're not. Those are two different you. And so the whole thing where they're talking about transferring consciousness, which is like you transfer your consciousness into something else. Let's say you transfer your consciousness into a robot.
You haven't watched Upload.
Upload.
Exactly. Upload is on Prime. Upload is, I want you to watch it. So next time we come back, I want you to watch at least the first episode. Upload is exactly that. Upload is basically where you die, they'll cut off your head, they'll take your brain, they'll scan everything, and they'll upload it. And you basically get to live in heaven. But it's more or less whatever, it's your consciousness
Yes.
in the upload.
It's not.
But hold on. What we talk about, where is that possible? Yes. But it's only possible for those that can afford it.
100%.
So exactly my point. Where you're talking about all this universal blah blah blah, whatever. That's not going to be provided for everybody.
Because like, have you ever seen the show Altered Carbon?
No.
So there's a show called Altered Carbon where they download human knowledge into a thing. It's called DHF. But like, you gotta remember, the Earth has done this for 1 billion years. It knows what it's doing. The reason why animals die, humans die, because it knows.
The reason why random meteoroids crash and extinct all of the dinosaurs,
right,
is because when the Earth gets tired of you, baby, she will release you.
Exactly. So it knows. I mean, and it said in the movie Matrix, humans are a virus to Earth. That's why we die, because we can't overpopulate the Earth. If we have too many on Earth, right now the ozone layer is too much. The everything. So we're taking all the natural resources. That's why you can't have too many people
that
on the Earth.
Can afford. We won't raise minimum wage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big word, family.
So that's why there is a, because the problem, like, when we got like medicine, before medicine, the human life was only up to like 40 years, 50 years. But now once we extended
honestly,
it, too many people are living on the Earth.
Honestly, I just feel like that's greed.
What do you mean?
I feel like 45, 60, that's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough. Like,
but
you're
like, I remember,
after that.
Boston, by now, at your age, you would have like a whole family by now.
No.
People call you.
I be thinking about that all the time.
People call you old lady.
I think about that all the time. It's that, like, I am 27.
Damn.
Yeah, and how old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
A little older.
February calendar say what?
February calendar.
You're off the calendar.
I'm not.
In February.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. At 27, like, because even when talking to mom, like, I be talking to mom where I'm just like, imagine I am your age already. Because mom had me when she was
32, I think.
No, mom had me when she was 31. Mom had me when she was 30, about to turn 31. I think at my age, mom had either just got pregnant with you or was about to have you.
Crazy.
And she had already had our brother.
Bro. And like, at my age,
mom had already had all of us.
Right?
Hold on. I'll take it a step further. I'll take it a step further. But at your age, because mom was literally about to turn 31 when she had me. So at your age, mom was already pregnant with me, and mom had, I love how we're saying this, but dad's also involved in this somehow. Mom was already pregnant with me, and mom had already been married for like 6 years or 7 years by then.
But like, I mean, Boston, things are different now. They said like the median age in like 1980s, 1990s to own a house was like 28. Now the median age to own a house is 56.
56.
56 to own your first house is stupid.
56. 6. And I'll tell you why, because the prices of houses and what they're actually asking for and what they're giving, I'm not paying $200,000 for a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Two and a half?
Two
Or
hundred
not
thousand
even two and
dollars
a half,
is
one
good
and a
for
half.
that. I've seen so much more.
No, 1.5. I'm sorry, 2-bedroom, 1.5.
That's why, like, unfortunately, I'm down to live out the country, bro.
Everybody
I'm
talking about moving to Thailand, and I don't know.
I'm down for that. Get me out of here. Talk about Thailand. Tell me you saw the video of the monkey directing traffic in Thailand.
Listen,
That was the. You gotta remember. So, like, unfortunately, they watch us. Those monkeys drink alcohol. They eat our food. Have you? So I remember when I went to Bali, I went to a monkey forest.
yes, thank you for flexing on all of us. Got it.
Shut up. And white people don't listen. They don't listen. They said when you're going into this forest, don't have sunglasses, don't have like loose bags, so like a plastic bag, and don't have food. These monkeys are ruthless.
That's disrespectful.
This
Let me tell you
woman,
something. I would have choked the mess out of a monkey. I promise you.
Boston monkeys are strong.
And so am I.
Fuck out of here.
And so
Fuck out of here. This woman had
I
food.
dare you to touch my bag. I want you to try.
This woman had food, and she was over here fighting with the monkey. Monkey ripped her bag open, started peeling off her food. And hey, everybody's saying the thing like, just, just go and video. Funniest thing, like, bro, I saw a monkey took off this woman's glasses, and they said, "Don't touch the monkeys." I saw this dude almost get bit by a monkey. He want to touch a monkey. Just, bro, I really can't. I really can't. Um, did you get a chance to watch like the BET Awards? So we
No.
talked about earlier.
No, no. And like I told you why. One, Love Island was at the same time. Two, what happened to the days
No,
when
what is so good about Love Island? Everybody wants to watch it. What is so good about Love Island?
I'm gonna be honest with you, it is the right amount of drama. It's just I want to get into it, but I guess I'll ask. No, I'll ask you the question later because y'all, for those who watch Love Island, I'm about to ask him about the whole situation between Jeremiah and Hutta because I have feelings about Hutta and I have feelings about Jeremiah, but we'll talk about all that later. I love. I mean, I didn't watch Love Island until last season. I ended up watching with Homegirl last season, and then I was like, dang, I'm in it, and I love it now.
But what we're talking about was
What were you
BET
saying?
Awards. That's what we're
Oh
talking about.
no, because my whole thing is I don't have cable television. So when am I gonna watch the BET Awards if I don't have cable television
That
anymore?
part.
And then you
Yeah.
guys aren't streaming it anywhere. So
So what you know?
hold on, hold on, because I already knew you were about to attack me.
No. I'm not attacking you. It was
No,
the
no, no.
whole.
I know. Like you guys aren't streaming it anywhere. I am not downloading Twitch to go on Kai Cenat.
You should.
And I regardless of what you say to that, Auntie, okay? Auntie is not downloading Twitch just to watch the BET Awards
But see,
because
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
no, that's it. Because if the BET Awards does not want to make itself accessible, maybe I don't care. You see how the Oscars and everybody made themselves accessible, trying to put themselves on YouTube TV and put
Yep.
themselves on
That's what
other
I was
places
just about to say.
because they're trying to make themselves accessible. And also because I mean everybody's just saying, "Oh, BET doesn't have the da da da." BET is owned by a white company, and if Viacom really wanted us to watch the BET Awards, they would have done the work to put it in places where people who do not have streaming television, or not streaming television, but does not have cable television, can get it somewhere. And unfortunately, they didn't. And for that, and therefore, I do not care.
I was just about to say that. Like, there's so many things that are now live on Netflix, live on this. They could have made it live on Hulu, live on HBO, live on Netflix. So that whole thing was like, because we just said it literally that nothing is on TV that people want to watch anymore. Everything is on streaming. So you are 100% right that, like, if they wanted to go and expand their audience, they could have reached out to one of those streaming networks and done something like that.
Right. Which you know that if you reach out to the streaming network to tell them that we need to air the BET Awards on blah blah blah, they're gonna tell you to go fuck yourself.
I mean, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would. And like this is the problem that I am having is I think me and you had this conversation. It's the whole thing of like, what does the BET network have to do? They actually need to be the BET network. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this and like I mean I understand and we'll talk about straw when we get into damn what are we watching and blah 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 whatever. BET network is not the Tyler Perry network. And as much as I love Tyler Perry and as much as I hate Tyler Perry, the BET network is bigger than Tyler Perry. And I just feel
Is
like
it though?
that's exactly what I'm about to say. And I feel like BET doesn't know that because they don't want to pay the money to figure it out. BET is bigger than Tyler Perry and Baby Boy. Or at least it used to be.
So
When Angie was there, it used to be.
what I wanted to get into is Kevin Hart hosted, and Kevin Hart put on Kaisen and Drewski. He made sure they were on stage, made sure they were presenting. They acted a fool, by the way, but too. But Kevin Hart said that, like, in his contract, he said, if I'm going to host, you got to make sure Kai Cenat can stream here, and Kai Cenat has full access to wherever he wants to, which was
Mm-hmm.
which was one big for Kevin Hart still go to put on, so like the next generation. But two, I don't think BET realized how big it was for them because, as we just talked about, they weren't on the streaming networks, so they could have had a bigger audience if they were on those streaming networks. But luckily, they were on Twitch, so unfortunately, they had another 150,000 people watching because of Kai Cenat. And then Kai Cenat was bringing a whole new generation. Yes, everybody knows who BET. I hopefully that everybody knows who BET is, but no one's watching it like that. And Kai Cenat
Right.
is bringing that new generation to go and watch BET.
But so this is my whole thing of this is the whole thing of then prime example where it's like, oh, so then what would be the smart thing to do for BET to offer Kaisen at a
Mm-hmm.
streaming uh contract? What would Kaisen say to that? Absolutely not.
It doesn't do that type of stuff.
And unfortunately, it's because you guys have not like I'm gonna be so honest with you. I feel like Viacom has done BET so dirty, and BET has let it happen for so long that it doesn't matter if you guys try to speak up about it now. BET is not BET anymore. It's just not. This is not black entertainment television. This is just black television. Like, there's nothing entertaining about it. And you guys are trying to say, like, oh, we're going to bring back 106 in Park. I don't want 106 in Park to be brought back. I want you to create a new show for the next and new generation that can last for the next 15 years. And what did I say on the last episode? Nobody is on cocaine anymore. And
Bring it
that's
back.
the problem. And once we start bringing, I am not on cocaine. I would just like to preface that. I've passed all of my drug tests. I'm not saying that because I'm a cocaine user. I'm saying that because I feel that creativity is gone. And it really sucks. Creativity is gone. We don't have anything original. We don't have new shows. We don't have, and even for the kids, it's just like we are in such a bubble where everything is boring. And I'm so sad. Oh, we'll get to my key bits.
No, I definitely feel you. But the last thing I wanted to talk to you about, and sad is the last thing, because I had so much for us to talk about. But the last thing I wanted for us to talk about is there was
Is
a
what?
man who was in jujitsu who was paralyzed by his instructor.
No. Here's the thing. I understand getting paralyzed by your instructor. And like Molly and I have been talking about it for a long time. This is exactly the reason why I will never go to a chiropractor.
Well, there was more to it.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
Imagine you're sparring one day and then you will never feel your legs again. Imagine you go to the chiropractor because your back been giving you a little burning sensation and you've never felt your foot touch sand again.
I mean, as an instructor, sir, what were you doing? Like, sir, you're literally trying. You're supposed to be a professional in this. What did you do to this man?
He did it. He did his training. What do you mean?
I mean, granted, he did won $56 million off of it, but like, lose feeling in your entire body.
He won what?
Yeah, $56 million. I mean, it's gonna pay so for like the hospital bills, but
$56 million. That's crazy. You know what you can get with that?
a new body,
A new wheelchair.
a new wheelchair is crazy.
That's the goals.
You know what you can get with that?
A new wheelchair.
A wheelchair.
You know what you can't get with that? New feet.
Hey,
And this is also why I'm not trusting the white man that's trying to tell me that he's a black belt in martial arts. Your name is Steven. Okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. Steven's Tai Chi class? Not going.
shit. All right, you ready for the go? Or would you rather?
Honestly, this has become one of my favorite parts of the game.
Game. It's definitely a podcast, but whatever.
Yeah, that's what I said.
This one is both are worse. What would you have worse? You know,
Okay.
would you rather you have to walk? Let's do 25 feet over broken shards of glass or hot coals.
Hot coals.
You think?
Hot coals. Because the whole thing is, if it's 25 seconds, once you get off of the hot coals, it's like, dang, I'm having a phantom feeling of how hot those coals were. That glass is still in your foot by the time you get over it.
I mean, that's a good point. Yeah.
No.
That's a good point. She said it's a phantom. It's not there no more. I mean, yes, it's still
like,
gonna hurt.
My god. It's like, oh my gosh, that was hot, but like, your feet are still intact. You're still picking out shards of glass in your feet. Absolutely not.
That's a good point. I never thought. I mean, because I was going back and forth. Like, I mean, they're still bad, but you're right. It's the after effect. Like after it's done. Yes, your feet are burned and everything. Because like both with the glass, your feet are cut up. There's bandages and everything. But immediately after, you put it on. You put some aloe on it and everything. With glass, you have to pick out the glass first.
And do you know how hard it is to pick out glass?
Boston. There was one time my phone screen is broken and it's pricked me. Oh my god.
Why you think I got a screen on my bad camera? Profit? Look.
Boston.
And my phone. I forgot this was in the back of my phone.
Hold on. Y'all don't make fun of my house, all right?
What happened?
Change.
You said don't make fun of your house. What happened? We can't see anything. That's crazy.
Hold on.
Oh. Why do you not have a case on it?
No, I do have a case, but like I have a case on it now because of you.
Why did you put your mag strip on the phone?
Because this is a older phone and there's no mag strip on it.
So my mag strip is on my case.
Well, on my case, it doesn't come with a mag strip. Okay.
Neither does your phone.
On the newer phones, it does.
Does it?
Yes. If it's like a 2014, 2015, it is inside the phone.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Damn! What are we watching? You already know. I think I'm actually just gonna first jump into Love Island so that we can just have a little Love Island chat. I'm gonna pull you for. Well, I can't pull you for a chat, but again, you would know what none of this means.
I'm not.
Anyways, how long? This is my question. How long do you need to start talking to a girl before she discloses to you that she has a child?
Um, like before it gets serious, like if we're just having fun and everything, then no. If we're about to get serious, like tell me right before, or tell me like, hey, I'm thinking about like taking you serious.
Give me 1 second.
Mhm.
Give me 1 second. This is the first time that we're actually going to travel because here's my thing. Hold on. Because I feel like the only person that can explain this is Alyssa. Wonderful. You came out at the right time. Why? Back up. Are you on the phone? I am. Damn. Never mind.
Get out the phone.
Who's on the phone? Aspen?
Yes.
Aspen. One of the lenses popped out. Aspen.
Hi, Aspen. I've never met you before.
This is my brother. Aspen, how long do you need to be talking to a man before he discloses that he has a child?
Y'all determine that y'all are romantically interested.
See, and that's. But my thing is, do you think Huda
So, but
explained to Jeremiah?
no. So, but like, here's the thing, Aspen. It's like when you talk about romantic, like if we're just fucking, that's fine. I don't care if you have a child and we're just fucking. But like, if we're trying to take it to the next level, that's when like, hey, before we take it to the next level, then tell me. But if we're just fucking, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's you.
If you're willing to hide a child, it's no place to which you will hide.
Aspen said, if you're willing to hide a child, there's no telling what you're willing to hide.
I'm not hiding my child. It is you don't need to know about my child because like we're not taking that next step. Me telling you I have a child, what does that add to it? Okay, I have a child, but ma'am, I'm not taking you seriously.
I think it's so interesting that you and I have such a different perspective because I think Aspen has the same perspective that her sister has. And it's just like, because I said the same thing, because Huda told Jeremiah about her having her kid probably around like 5 days in to Love Island. And by then they were already a couple. And so many people were upset because they were just like, you waited too long to tell him that you had a child, and how could you do this? Da 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 da. So now and I'm just like, I don't think by day 4 I would tell you that I have a child. I don't want to tell my it's just I don't know.
Because
That's just me.
it's when it's when so we become serious. If we become serious, then yeah, let me know. But then
I agree.
it's tell me or when we become serious, but then it's not the whole introduction to the child is different because when you get, gotta remember, it is a child at the end of the day. It is a child at the end of the day. So being introduced.
Time out, because you don't understand how Love Island works.
Oh.
So Love Island, you get flown to Fiji.
Ooh, I might be on Love Island.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope not. So basically, you get flown to Fiji. You're there for 8 weeks, and you do different challenges and blah blah blah, whatever. But in those 8 weeks, you are never allowed to have your phone. So the problem that we've been having on Love Island is that there's a couple, Jeremiah and Huda, Huda has a 4-year-old, and she had just told Jeremiah about her child, and they've been there for like about a weekish, but they are like locked in as
So
a couple.
if they're locked, then yes, I feel like ripping off the band-aid so it's not like, because like we don't know, and this is me being like upfront, we don't know how, I think his name is Jeremiah, if
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah how feels about it. Because if you're a weekend, tell it now. Because if Jeremiah doesn't fuck with it, okay, I'm here for love, nigga. If you are not gonna love me, you have to love my child. If not, I'm gonna go and find someone, because there's 7 weeks left, who will love me and my child.
So Jeremiah has not done that. Like it's there's just so much drama. I'll catch you up outside of this, and then we'll have a Love Island conversation afterwards. I love Love Island, and for a person,
You don't have to catch me up. I don't care that much.
that's rude. Anyways, speaking of Love Island and islands, because someone else is going to another island, and I don't know how I feel about this. Well, we all know that Tyler Perry's movie Straw just came out with Taraji P. Henson, and it's the last straw. And though I do understand the historical context of what happened and what Taraji is, um, acting and exploring, I'm not watching it. I do not have time for drama like that right now.
I don't want to watch it either, but I have to support my wife.
Black trauma and black drama
That's all he
like
knows.
that, I can't watch it. I'm not saying that it's a bad movie, and I know you guys are like, Boston, what are we watching? I'm not watching it. Y'all can watch it. Y'all got it. But in happier news, but I don't know if this is happy, so I'm gonna ask you how you feel about it. Apparently, there is a One of Them Days 2 coming out. Not anytime soon, but it's in the works. And hold on. Before you make that face, I will say that this was compared to Friday. And there was another Friday.
Oh.
So, because I remember we had Friday, the next Friday, and then Friday after next.
Okay, then come up with a catch your name then. One of the days too. Like, come up with a catch your name then.
No, because I mean, it's in talks. So talks is just talks where they're trying to figure out if the streets really wants it or not. We'll see. Because I mean, there was enough talk for Octavia Spencer, the psycho thriller Ma. She was in that scary. It's a scary movie that she plays, and the white people loved it. They ate it up. So there's a 2 coming out.
Are
So
you white?
Octavia,
Are you white?
huh?
Are you white? Talk about so the white people loved it. Are you white? Why are you worried about them?
First of all, I don't watch scary movies. It don't matter if I was white or not, baby. I like to sleep at night. Okay. Anything that disturbs my slumber will not be watched by me. What else has come back? Apparently, they're making another King of the Hill where Bobby is supposed to be grown. That literally was my entire face. I was like, okay, well, this is not the show.
Unfortunately, and this is me being 100% for real. I feel you. They gotta do cocaine. We are tired of Family Guy, American Dad, King of the Hill. Give me new shows that will give me 1,000 episodes. Give me another show.
I want new shows. And like that's why I told you last time when we had the whole thing where Family Guy and The Simpsons and Bob's Burgers is a little different for me. But where they were renewed to 2029, I'm like,
bro, it's like,
is that because none of your animation shows that you guys have put out? And I will say, I feel like we need to pressure Fox Animation to do better. For you to sit there and tell me that you're renewing Family Guy, The Simpsons till 2029, you guys have been putting out so many other animations and they have not been doing well. The only animation that has been doing well since The Simpsons and Family Guy was Rick and Morty.
But even then, Rick and Morty's different. Rick and Morty is very adult.
Oh, of course.
Very adult.
Of course. But like that's where I was just like, I mean, I'm happy that Family Guy is getting renewed, but then also
Are you though?
And then I sat there and I'm like, and then one day me and her had decided to watch a Family Guy episode of Newland where I was just like, it's time to wrap this up.
Bro, you've done 1,000 episodes. Unfortunately, there's really not much more you can talk about because you've talked about everything and then some. 1,000 episodes. You've talked about dad problems, mom problems, Chris having problems, Meg having problems.
It's time for a new
Brian
show.
died.
Brian, no. Brian died. You got a new dog, and then brought Brian back, and yet we're still here again.
Bro, it's like what?
100% agree.
What more can you do?
100% agree. I'm very disappointed in Fox Animation. I feel like they need to step it up, and I think they need to step it up because everything is proving that like we can't be doing the reruns, and then also of like don't promise things that you can't deliver because you guys have tried. Because I mean, Socialites came out. There was another one about Greek gods. A lot of these animations have come out and nothing has stuck, unfortunately. Oh, speaking of things that have not stuck because they're trying to try something new, there is a rumor going on. And if I find out an ounce of truth to this rumor, I'm going to say I told you so. It is rumored that Marvel has begun secretly talking to Jonathan Majors' management team.
There we go!
Because at this point,
they know only Jonathan can save him.
And when I looked at that, I said, so Doomsday is that bad.
Only Jonathan can save him. But see, here's the thing. We're going to talk about this for a second because there's a couple of Marvel things I want to get off my chest. One, I went on this page and Marvel has left. Let's try that again. Marvel has left so many unanswered questions. One, all of the Jonathan Majors. What are you going to do with them? You've already showed us them. You're just going to say that doesn't exist anymore?
All of the Kongs in different multiverses that we now are supposed to ignore. Because remember how me and you had the conversation of like, I don't understand Doomsday. Now they're trying, I've seen the propaganda. They're trying to put out propaganda for Doomsday to try to make it make sense. Now, apparently what they're trying to flip is that the reason why Doomsday makes sense is because it's basically Prophet. When I tell you, when I seen the propaganda for Doomsday, this is the Kong Dynasty, but Robert Downey Jr. Were basically what they were trying to say is the reason why Doomsday existed is because when Doctor Strange was going through all of the scenarios of how Endgame was supposed to happen,
14 million.
Robert Downey Jr. was supposed to die, and he needed to die because if he lived, they would have won the war anyways, but he would have been the reason for the downfall.
Do you know why? I saw that. You know why? Because of Iron Man's and RDJ, so Tony Stark's reason to fix everything. He would have found, because he just invented time travel and seeing that there are other worlds. He would have seen other different Tony Starks and wanted to fix that, wanted to go to different worlds, and he would want to conquer different worlds because that's, unfortunately, Tony Stark is the villain, bro. He wants to go and conquer everything.
And that's what Doomsday is supposed to be. It's supposed to be centered around Tony just couldn't help himself. But my whole thing is, you want to know what that sounds like?
Who?
Kong. Because that's exactly what happens in it. That's exactly, and that's why I said they literally took the Kong storyline and tried to apply it to RDJ and just say, well, if we can't have Jonathan Majors, then we're going to use RDJ. And then because we and you have talked about this, when they announced RDJ as Doom anyways, everybody was like, let's fucking go. Like, why would y'all do that? Like, we don't want him in here. And me and you have talked about this already. Doomsday has to make at least $2 billion to break even.
I mean, because the Thunderbolts have already lost $100 million. They can't take another loss.
Marvel is going down a spiral.
Bring back Stan Lee.
Spiral. And
resurrect him from the dead.
How I know it's a bad spiral. And like, that's how I knew it was a bad spiral. When even, because I always feel anytime we get any kind of leaks of this person might be coming back and this person might not be, is because Marvel tries to send it out there to see if we really gonna like it or not.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Boston, 100%. Because there's so many things about the Avengers movie that they said was going to happen. Now it's not going to happen.
There's so many things about Thunderbolts that they said were going to happen that didn't happen. There's so many things where like, oh, this person is joining the cast. Maybe. Do you
because they said Chris Evans was supposed to join, but now he's not.
Do you guys like that? And then the conversation that me and you had last week when you were sending me the stuff about Thor and like, oh, they're creating a new Thor. Chris Evans literally just told us last month that Doomsday was his last movie.
Not Chris Evans.
I'm sorry.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth just told us that Doomsday was his last movie.
When they dropped the whole cast trailer on the last Thor.
Exactly, because they're trying to get a feel of it. And I feel like they're trying to get a feel of it so that they can go back to Chris Hemsworth and say, oh, well, your fans want it. No, we don't.
I mean, that's how RDJ got the bag. Bro, they literally paid this man $1 billion to go and make this movie.
Stupid. And that's what I'm saying. Talking about, oh, the budget for Doomsday is $2 billion and $1 billion of that belongs to RDJ. Yeah. I can definitely say, unfortunately, right now, I am very, very disappointed in Marvel. And I'm gonna try to refrain from talking about them so much because I know you guys are tired of me talking about that on Damn What Are We Watching.
It can be so much better, Boston. Like they can do it.
No, it's not that it can be so much better. And I want you guys to go back to the episode where I said it. I called this. I called it. I told you. I said Marvel had dropped Jonathan Majors, and my problem is that in the age that we live in where everybody's trying to be so politically correct up front, it's going to start hurting companies. And this is how it has hurt Disney. It's where you try to be politically correct up front because a Swedish white woman said that she was being abused by a big black man. And then all of a sudden we found out that that story might not have gone the way we thought it was actually supposed to go. And you had already dropped Jonathan Majors and already went on with a new thing. And then when you guys started the new thing, you realized that we don't care about it. And then you tried to convince Marvel fans that Thunderbolts was going to be the last thing we got before Phase 6. And then to hear that Fantastic Four is trash.
I wonder if they're still shooting. Like, what is...
To hear that Fantastic Four is trash. To hear that nobody wants to watch Ironheart.
Bro, I'm so sad because
Marvel is going down the drain.
Ironheart, it's not even her fault. It's not even her fault. Cause as a new actor, she still has to do what she's told. Like she doesn't have the freedom to be like, hey, I don't want to do this. I want to try this. She doesn't have that RDJ freedom yet.
No.
So she only has to do what they're told.
And then come to find out, already have a problem.
Boston, she's doing magic now.
Now all of a sudden she's in magic, and I was like, magic, and I said, but she was in Wakanda, right? We don't call this magic.
That's what I'm saying. Magic how? And she would have to go to Doctor Strange.
So now you see what I'm saying. Where Marvel is spiraling right now at this point. They don't know what to do, and now they're just throwing out stuff, and I'm like, okay, this might be the end of Marvel. But here's the thing. What me and you talk about all the time. Of Marvel is spiraling, Marvel is having these problems. This is the time again where DC can either take this and use it correctly, or they can mess it up again.
Nah, DC always trash.
No, and I was like,
See,
and normally DC always messes it up.
so like in Boston, that's why like they unfortunately I think Marvel needs like more people to like understand. Because if Ironheart would have had a suit where just like Black Panther, where it was nanotechnology suit, where it's more high tech like that, everybody, oh, that makes sense. Magic?
It's not even that. It's not even that. Because my whole thing is just like, because you and I must have seen the same article where it was like, oh, Ironheart gets to know what magic is. And I was like, so in the beginning, you guys told me that she went from Harvard University as one of the smartest people in the graduating Harvard class to then take a internship in Wakanda to all of a sudden now being powered by magic.
But the only person who does magic in this world is Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
So how did she get to New York? There's no sanctum in Boston or in Cambridge.
Wrap it up. Oh no, none of this, because I'll talk about that too, because I don't want to talk about it until I actually watch Ironheart. Because when I was like, oh, okay, so we're getting an Ironheart, and I said, oh, so is the shot in Boston? No, it takes place in Chicago, where she's from, and I'm like, so you're telling me Ree has gone from Chicago to Boston to Wakanda, and she's stuck with Chicago? Okay, all right, whatever.
I mean, and that's the thing. They already said in Wakanda she's one of the smartest people they know to find vibranium. Why would they let her go if
back to
Boston,
Chicago?
If Spider-Man got a start internship to go do this, they could have gave her a Wakanda internship.
They did, and apparently she went back to Chicago.
Yeah. Chicago's so much better than Wakanda.
And that is what I have for Damn What Are We Watching?
Done. Let's go jump into the movie. Oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna do it. Boston, you set it off.
Teo. Let's talk about the movie.
All right. Movie this week is The Accountant, now found on Prime. Please go watch it. Boston, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm not liking it. Movie is The Accountant. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 53%. IMDb gave it a 7.3. I'm gonna go first. I'm giving it an 89%.
89 is crazy.
Sorry, 89. 89 out of 100.
I'm gonna give it an 81.
Okay, you're right. I'll give it an 86.
I'm gonna give it an 81, and I'm gonna say this.
A 53 is disrespectful.
A 53 is very disrespectful. I don't think Ben Affleck could have played an autistic person any better.
I mean, so here's the thing. Have you been around an autistic person like that?
Do you not remember the last relationship I was just in? I mean, like, honestly, no bullshit. Like, I'll take a bucket for it, deadass. Have you seen My Ex-Boyfriend? I'm gonna give this movie an 81-ish. I'm gonna give it a movie for 81 because I believe that after dealing with what I've dealt with, I don't think Ben Affleck could have played that character any better.
So, and here's the thing. So, I thought we were gonna wait till season 8 to do like the different types of movies. Just overall movie, I'm giving it like a 75. In terms of like likability, I'll give it like an 89. Because like he played an autistic person well, but being my ex's brother's autistic. So so it's well, but like there's still certain things where like if he would do that, you know, where like it was well.
So all right, so here's my thing. That was my first thing where it was because I'm like, okay, understanding I'm like, okay, this character has autism. But then also this character does also have obsessive compulsive disorder.
Mm-hmm.
So with someone that has OCD, I do not believe that he would continuously park his car in his garage the way he did. That was
Why?
because when he parked his car the first time, he parked it sideways.
So it's not okay. So here's the thing: just it doesn't have to be straight. It has to fit perfectly. It has to do the same thing every single time.
And that's how I sat there and I said, yes, it has to do the same thing every time. But unfortunately, because of the angle that he put his car in at the first time, mathematically, it is not that easy to put your car in like that.
And that's why, mathematically, this is the only way it would fit. As you saw.
And I don't like it. I understood what you're saying. Yes, I do not believe that you can come in for the way that his driveway is. I mean, you and I both know, right? Like when you've done deliveries at a house that you've gone through every time, I can learn a driveway, but to park sideways on a slanted driveway, coming off of a slanted driveway like that, there is no way that you can make that 100% every single time. And as a person that has obsessive compulsive disorder, I believe that there is no way that he could park his car diagonally the way he did every single day.
Yes, he can because he's autistic. I know, Boston, you gotta remember, the autism, they have superpowers, bro. They have superpowers. And people don't understand. People with autism are superpowered people, bro.
Oh, true. Facts.
Like, so there's one thing I want to take a different approach, and this is something we don't. Did you pay attention to the title page in the beginning of this? It was all lowercase and it said the accountant in all lowercase. And it's funny, in watching all of our movies, I'm starting to pay attention because in the beginning I was like, huh, do all movies have a title page like this? And every movie we watch, they have a title page. In starting the movie, you have a thing where it just it shows the title of the movie. I didn't think it happened. No, every movie we've had during the first 5 minutes of the movie, boom. And I want us to pay attention on where the title page is introduced in the movie. Because remember, everything that happens here, everything that happens in a movie is on purpose. There's a reason why it was introduced. There's a reason why it's all lowercase. And I do want us to go and start paying attention to that. And I've already watched the second accountant, which will come next week. But like the second accountant, and I'm gonna give you a little insight. The second accountant is not the second accountant 2, where it's like I. It's not the second accountant 2, where it's like the second accountant 2. No, it's the second accountant squared. So why? You know, I want to say that's because there's a reason for that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just got an alert on my phone. Free my nigga, dog.
Who?
A Florida man has been convicted of posing as a flight attendant to score more than 100 free flights. Bitch, if I got on a plane 100 times and y'all didn't realize that I was a flight attendant by then?
I mean, it's not that hard. It's
sending me to jail is crazy.
Hey, he made sure everybody was safe 100 times. Give the nigga a job. Give the nigga a job.
It's not even that. My whole thing is if I come to the airport in a blue suit with an ass cloth that's orange.
Wait, hold on. Back up. A what?
An ass cloth.
Ascot.
Oh, that's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, the ass cloth that they be using.
Boston said, an ass cloth.
An ass cloth. He got the ass cloth on. I'm black. We name it something else. He got that ass cloth on. Man came through the airport in an orange ass cloth, and y'all thought he was a flight attendant.
Ass cloth, Boston. No, wait, hold on. It's an ascot, right? Hold on.
It's an ascot.
Ascot, thank you.
I know what it's called.
I'm over here like, now you got me over here like, go like shit. Wait, did you hear anything I was talking about? Because I was just ranting just for a second.
No, I mean, I will talk about the accountant squared the next time when we watch the movie. I I mean, yes. There's a lot of things in this movie where the reason why I took off so much and why I rated it an 81. I rated it an 81 because you left 2 dead bodies at these old people's house.
He did. He did do that.
You blew up somebody's brain in front of me and my wife and then waved.
Bro, that was all my notes was like, how about this dude who did your taxes now killed someone in front of you? It was like,
and now I don't know what to do.
I mean, but at the same time, Boston, do you know how hard it is to take a shot at a mile out? This man had to know something was up. He said, on my best day, I could not make that shot. And this man did 3 for 3. You had to know this man is not a normal accountant.
And he said, oh, not a chance.
You had to know.
And this is why white people need to stop being so accepting and forgiving and inviting people to their house just because they are nice and saved you $400 on your tax return.
True. I mean, I can't argue that.
Like, white people be inviting anybody to their house, and that's their problem.
Okay, so I wanted to go back a little bit. I don't know if I talked to you or somebody else. They said some of the best movies start with a flashback. This movie started with a flashback. So that's why I said 53% is not deserving at all.
I don't agree with that.
Whoa.
I think some of the best movies where the flashback is the reason why the protagonist acts the way they act are the best movies.
Mm-hmm.
Is because if we can find a way to make something acceptable and understandable, we will therefore make an excuse for the reason why all these people have to die.
I mean, so it's not the reason why. I mean, yes and no. It's tied into the reason why. Because Francis was the person who he met in jail. Francis was killed, and he killed the killers who killed Francis. So it's kind of the reason why he is the way he is.
It's kind of the reason why, but it's also the reason why because you understand that he didn't have a loving dad, and the closest
he did have a loving dad.
No.
So I did want to talk about his dad. Go like.
So hold on.
Thought,
time out.
He did have a loving dad.
No, he didn't. He had a military. No.
Yeah, no.
Hold on.
I'll argue about it.
Hold on. Because I think that you're getting misconstrued about what I'm saying. Because it's even proven in the movie when he has the gun to the detective's head and he said, "Were you a great dad?"
Mm-hmm.
His father was a great father. But in terms of something of like, were you a loving dad? Yes, you loved your child enough to say all of this other stuff. But when I say loving, I mean in terms of showing love.
Okay, yeah.
He never felt love shown by his father.
Okay, true.
But he felt love shown by Francis. And that's why. I will say the reason why I rate this movie so high, and especially coming off of the movie that we watched last episode.
Havoc?
Huh?
Havoc was last episode.
Sorry, episode before then. As you can see, Havoc was not that memorable for me to remember. For last episode, or not last episode, the episode before last, we were talking about Locked. The red herring in this movie has probably been one of the best red herrings I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought I understood the movie because I was like, got it, the detective's the father. That's how they made it seem. And then you find out that he's not the dad. And then you were like, sorry guys, spoilers, you already know how this goes. You got it. So this guy is hired by an agency. No, he's hired by the special needs daughter of the guy he used to be with. And that's why I sat there and I was just like, oh, this is a good red herring movie. I will say that.
And I didn't think of that. Especially so when I first saw it, I didn't think that the special agent guy was his father.
They were giving that because they were just like, oh, well, how do you know him? And then da 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 whatever. And I thought the entire time, I'm like, oh, he's his dad, and he's just trying to right the wrongs of being a bad father, and because his mother left, and I sat there and I was just like, oh no, he's not. His dad's dead. And I was like, okay, that was a good red herring. I like that.
Mm.
And the same thing with the thermos of, oh, it's a thermos from his dad. No, it's not.
It's thermos from prison.
And when we got to that part, and I said, you know what? Because in the beginning, because you know how I feel about movies where I'm like, when I feel like I can already make the ending out, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I love and don't like about this movie.
My favorite quote is when they were at lunch and she was like, my dad was an accountant. So like the nerdy type with the pocket protector. And he goes,
I have a pocket protector.
I have a pocket protector. And she's like, no.
Said, oh.
Hers is cool.
And okay, and see, that's exactly my point. The way that Anna Kendrick, or the way that Dana reacts to him saying that I have a pocket protector, that's the same way she reacts to everything in every movie she's in. Where it's like, it's an awkward moment, and like, oh, okay. Unfortunately.
I guess I don't watch a lot of her movies, but so I'll take your word for it. Damn. All right, let's go hop into a couple of questions, and then
let's go do it.
I will get you out of here. Do you think Christian Wolf's autism gives him an edge, or is it assisting his downfall?
I've always said that autism is a superpower.
I said it earlier.
I have always said that autism is a superpower. Autism for me is like, oh God, I've always, like, if I ever had a kid, I hope they're autistic. Like,
what? Make me a millionaire, nigga.
Not even that, but like, because my whole thing is, it's just like, it's the understanding of like where his father was like, well, can he be normal?
Thank you, Bob. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's why. So when I said earlier that like he is I understand now what you mean. He's not a loving father, but he's a caring father, because the whole thing of where like he's one of those old school fathers where like I'm going to immerse my child so like he's afraid of it. I'm gonna make sure he's not afraid of it. I'm gonna give him so much as a kid, so as an adult he's not afraid of it anymore because I did this to him. Yes, he's not gonna like it as a kid, but I'm gonna give it to him so much that like as an adult he can function with it because do you remember like even as an adult they said in the beginning he's not going to do well with flashing lights and loud noises, to the point now as an adult during the nighttime all he does is listen to loud noises and flashing lights so he can make himself like get used to it. So his father was like, I'm going to give him more so when he's an adult he's going to be used to this.
No,
but then I'm still going to care about him as like, can my son live a normal life?
Of course. Oh, I do have a favorite quote, but it's not a quote.
Okay.
My favorite scene of that movie was when his mom left and his brother's in the window
and so that was another point where like his father, because 2 points, his father was caring for him. Is one where he's trying to get his wife back, but here's his son losing his shit inside. He said,
time out. Because that was the problem that I had with that entire fucking sequence.
Mm-hmm.
It was like they trying to make a mom out to be a villain because she left the family. This nigga is biting walls and breaking windows in our house.
I mean, bro,
I tried to tell you we need to send him away, and you're trying to tell me, oh, he's fine. What?
I mean, she's still a villain, bro. Why would you leave like that, bro? That's your son. You're leaving.
Some people can't take it, bro.
I mean, so, and like then on top of that, the reason why I think the father is more caring is that, of course, he wouldn't want to go to his ex-wife's funeral, but his son wanted to go. That's his mother. I'm going here for a son. Then his son loses his shit, and I have to step in front of a
Honestly,
bullet.
his son did not lose his shit. He was not damn about to do that to Christian. I'll be honest with you. If we went to somebody's funeral, somebody started touching dad, I'm finna nut the fuck up too. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because once you see dad getting into a mode where he starting to don't care, that means all bets are off so I can do what I want.
My dad don't care? Be bad.
How to go crazy. But
but
it's really, really, really crazy for apparently that man's neck to snap. Like, I was like, and okay, that was the problem that I did have about the movie, where it was like they were at the funeral and all of a sudden we seen his dad dead on the floor, and I was like, what just happened?
Bro.
Because I said, and I looked at it from a logistic standpoint of like the officers that was talking to his dad were either the same size or shorter than him.
Mm-hmm.
So how exactly did they snap your neck? And how exactly are you?
Did he snap his neck? He stepped in front of a bullet. So that's what the guy from the treasurer said. He said there was a blah 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 type who it was meant Jumpy go with the gun, and when Chris started just punching the fuck out of everybody, he pulled his gun, tried to shoot Chris. His dad jumped in front of it.
See, I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched it a couple of times. And I will say sometimes, and because we had the conversation earlier about flashbacks, sometimes what I don't like, and we've had this conversation about flashbacks because we talked about how Sinners used flashbacks in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I do not
like... I'm sorry. You said Sinners real quick. Did you see they're trying to make a Sinners sequel without Ryan Coogler?
Did you see that Ryan already told y'all that he wasn't making a Sinners
sequel? So, but like, what I don't understand, they were talking about Ryan's trying to make the Sinners a whole like cinematography, and I believe that like 5 different movies. But like Ryan said, bro, I worked for Marvel. I'm tired of making like movies for other movies.
All right, no. So somebody said it. So I'm a part of this Facebook group called, it's a blurred group. It's a Black Nerd group. Mm-hmm. Where we really did have a really good conversation about how everyone was just like, oh, like, you know, we're annoyed because they're not going to include Ryan, and well, at that point, do you make another one, but do you do this? And Ryan said he's already tired. But like, my whole thing is, it's like when Ryan says he's tired because he's been with Marvel, whose fault is that? Is that at that point? Where I sat there and I was like,
he's only done 2 Marvel movies, so like, nigga, relax.
That's not the problem. And then because my whole problem is you already know how I feel about Marvel, and I think with the firing of Jonathan Majors so prematurely, it showed that you guys are only out for money. And I think that is why Ryan is so exhausted, to the point where now you are physically exhausting our actors, our directors, our producers, to the point where they do not want to come back and work with you anymore. And not to the fact that they don't want to work with you anymore, that they don't want to do anything on other movies now because of you. You are messing things up for the rest of us. Imagine if Quentin Tarantino said stuff like that. Talking about, well, I worked with Warner Brothers so much, I don't want to work with them anymore. Or if Martin Scorsese had said he doesn't want to do sequels to certain shit, or he doesn't want to do anything because he is so tired of how a franchise has treated him. We are getting to that point where Disney is whipping and chaining these people and making them physically exhausted that they don't want to make movies anymore. Mm. So Disney needs to be reevaluated, and we need to put more scrutiny on the Disney franchise.
Okay, but damn, what were we talking about? We were in the movie. Sorry, all right, we got 2 more questions, and then we got to get out of here. Yeah. All right, would you hire Christian to do your taxes?
Absolutely. Want to know why? Do you want to know why? Mm-hmm. He said, how big is your kitchen? 300 square feet? And for those of y'all that are like, oh, I can't believe he would do that, you ought to have a good tax prepper.
They don't, man. What?
Let me tell you about my tax prepper, okay? My tax prepper called me. Shout out to her. She said, listen, I need you to figure it out. And I said, I got you. And we figured it out.
She good. All I can tell you that is that she's good at her job. That is all I can say. All right. Last question, as we always is, and the season's what are we, season 7? Season 7, end of the question.
Definitely
What scene are you adding? What scene are you taking away? I've thought about this, so I'll go first. You always saw Chris and his brother Braxton when they were kids, like 10ish, 12ish. I would like to see them at their teenage years. We're missing a teenage years because he said he moved 27 times in like 12 years. Where was he at his teenage years? I want to see something there.
No, because I think that the fight scene where he said you need to go beat them up, and then he said his brother at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was perfectly enough to understand the dynamic between the two of them. What I do not agree with is that I feel like the brother. Okay, I can understand what. Never mind. I take it back. I can understand where you're saying. Of like, I wish we would have seen something in the teenage years. I wish we would have seen a little bit more of the brothers' relationship build a little more. Because my whole thing is, we only saw you beat each other up or beat the bullies up in France when you guys were like 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next sequence we had is your dad and you at your mom's funeral. You're the oldest. He is the youngest. Where is he?
Okay. I guess they should have like shown them because like it was before then. I think he said he hasn't seen him in like 5 years or 10
Right.
years.
He was like, oh, mom was dead. You guys had no business showing up to that funeral. Where were you?
Mm-hmm. Nah. I agree.
And then like that was my whole thing is like, you didn't show what nobody told you to show up to mom's funeral. Okay, if Ben at that time, if Christian at that time might have been, I don't know, 23, 24, that means you would have had to been 19 or whatever. Where were you? And especially if we know that the accountant squared is supposed to come out and you're also in this movie. And the fact of the matter is that you were working for somebody trying to kill somebody so bad, then realized it was your brother and stopped shooting. You had that much respect and love for your brother off of the teaching that your father had given you.
Mm-hmm.
We never saw that relationship develop. So that's something that I would have added in if I needed a little bit more of the development of the brothers' relationship to understand why you would have shot that many times at somebody, but as soon as you realized that was your older brother, you stopped.
When did you see that like it was he
that
understood?
They were brothers?
No. Yes, one, that they were brothers, and then two, he was like, wait, this is my brother.
When he shot at him the first time.
No, but like he didn't know that was his brother there.
He absolutely did.
You think so?
He absolutely did.
No, I mean, Braxton didn't.
No, Braxton didn't. Of course not, because he couldn't see who was following him. But Christian knew exactly who his brother was from jump.
Should have said something then. So it was when it was you see it in his eyes when it was the like old white guy. What's his name? Hold on.
That man was hilarious.
Jonathan Ligo as Lamar Blackburn, when he was like, he's just an accountant. You should have saw him in his eyes. He wouldn't let it go. He said, not let it go.
No, my favorite thing is the fact that he was like, I have to finish this. He's like, I know. God. Let me have shot him twice and didn't even think about it.
So, but then we are at the end of the pod. If you are here, I want you to know that we appreciate you. I appreciate you more than Boston does. You know, Boston doesn't appreciate y'all. But if you like it, we love it. If you don't like it, listen to it again. Because I feel like this was a banger podcast. It was a banger episode. If you like it, we love it. If you don't like it, listen to it again. If you still don't like it, shit, I ain't got nothing for you. Whatever. And because of the end, I'm not even going to count that. I'm going to say it again. Shit, I got nothing for you. All right. Yo, be sure to watch Accountant 2. I'm telling you right now what the movie, if you listen to it, I'm telling you right now, Accountant 2, and be sure, look and listen from the first movie accounting to this one. Listen to the thing. How many times it said, "Do you like puzzles?" They say it a lot in this movie. A lot. It's been your boy V, Stutter and Prophet.
It's your girl, Dr. Boston.
And we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Peace.
See ya.